Hello, this Lady T. I'm going to do reading on love, money, and blessings. So I think let me see if I can. Because I ain't got nobody in here right now, so I'm learning how to do this. How do you... Because my screen is backwards. Since I ain't got nobody in here right now. No, we don't want that. I don't know, y'all. I think it's just going to have to be backwards because I don't know how to flip my camera around. Nope. So I'm glad you're here if you get to watch this. Sorry it's taking so long to get what I want done, but I'm doing this for the first time. I haven't went live on my channel before. So bear with me. I'm gonna work on that though. I really just don't like that. You gotta watch it backwards. If you coming in my chat or my live, I'm sorry, can you let me know how to flip the camera around so it's not backwards? I think it'll throw off my reading. Well, it's okay. Anyway, welcome to Lady T's Spiritual Journey. I'm Lady T. And even though it's backwards to you, to me, it's love, money, and blessings coming your way. I'm just going to do a general read, nothing deep. I haven't been here in a couple months. I had to regenerate some energy for doing readings. I had a couple people pass away, and mentally I had to recharge that energy. So yeah, pretty much that's it. Let's go ahead and get started. Anybody in the chat have a question they want to know about love, money, or blessings? I can just start with a general, what's the tea? If you have any questions, feel free to comment them in the regards of love, money, and blessings. I'm going to do a pre-shuffle. Then I'm going to open up the energy. And I'm going to spray my hands. Alright. Let's spray the area. Let's spray my other hand. And spray myself. Alright, Spirit. We're doing a general live. Bringing in love, money, and blessings coming your way. It's a new year. 2026. So, what's the tea so far for any of the viewers that watching now or may tune in later? We're just going to start with coming your way. Remove me from this reading. Alright, Spirit, what you want to open? Oh, okay. I think for the start, general. We got broke ass, an offer, boss daddy, stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big dick energy. Okay, boss daddy. Uninterested, walking away. Okay, so overall wants you back. As I'm looking at this, maybe currently you're a broke ass. Maybe money tight, money funny. Hello. Hi, Summer. Excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to get my chair situated. So if you hear me clicking and clacking. All right, there you go. Okay. So just in general, just starting out, I'm trying to get comfortable and in the energy, y'all. It's not like this is my first live, so I'm learning how to do this. But like I said, as right now, we got broke ass. We got an offer. Maybe from a boss daddy. Maybe you're uninterested. Or maybe you got a broke ass man that makes an offer to you, thinking he's a boss daddy, but you uninterested. And overall, he wants you back. So, I mean, that's what I'm getting starting off. Or somebody that's broke makes an offer to somebody rich and they're uninterested. And then maybe time, if you look you can look at it from the love. The love side would be broke ass making an offer to a boss daddy, but they uninterested. And ultimately, you know what I'm saying? They want you back. They gonna want you back. And your money, you down and out, you get an offer, and you able to level up to a boss daddy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a relationship or something you're uninterested in, but ultimately they want you back. You know what I'm saying? That's where I would start out with the general. Then we got financially. So this is coming your way, basically. I don't know if you're dating somebody that's a broke ass, or if you're the broke ass that gets an offer. It, like in this reading, it could be based on an offer of love, an offer of money, or just a blessing to be able to receive something. Somebody links up with you and makes an offer, but maybe you become uninterested because maybe they go from being just a boss daddy to trying to be your daddy. You know what I'm saying? And then you got um let's more give me more about this boss daddy. Choices. That goes right here. It fell right there on offer. Choices. Choices makes an offer right there. First one. An offer. Choices. You got a choice to make. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. There's a story here. And I'm going to pick them up in the order they fell. You got traveler. Opportunity for you to travel for work or business. That's the choice you might have to end up making right here. You know what I'm saying? Because there's an offer. You got to make choice. Like, because see right here, to start the whole thing off as a broke ass, right? So, I mean, like I said, your finances ain't right. You sitting ugly. You're not where you want to be. You feel me? So, you get an offer. You're going to have to make a choice. Traveler, moving. You know what I'm saying? Make a move or something. But it's going to be rewards. So, if you, in regards to your money, making a choice to move, maybe it's a like maybe if you're a nurse and you become a traveling nurse, you feel me? Or maybe the job wants you to move and relocate, and you like, oh, should I do this? Like, is this something you've been thinking about? But you like, I gotta do something because I'm sitting here like a broke ass, not making no moves. You feel me? But there's rewards with this move. So if you decide to go ahead and make that choice to travel, then you get assets. So we want assets and not liabilities. You feel me? So you got assets. Your investments are growing fast. If you haven't tried investing yet, this is the right time. Your future promises long-term stability. So that might be what's coming from you. It's an offer coming where you have to make a choice to make a move. You feel me? Because whoever this guy is, a boss daddy. This boss daddy is stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big dick energy. So is somebody making an offer to you? Then you got the mentor. Or maybe this boss daddy is a mentor, becomes a mentor to you. Maybe there's an offer to, you know what I'm saying, mentor you. You get the mentorship. Maybe you going into college and you got to do an internship and you want to know about the internship. Remember, this is not tarot, this is oracle. Tarot is with the other cards. Um, this is basically energy off of the person that it is for. If it lines up with you, it's for you. If it doesn't line up with you, it's not for you. It's only my energy from the spiritual realm to give information to you. You feel me? That's what that's what readings are. They're not like I'm not God. I don't know the all, the start to the finish. I'm not Alpha nor Omega. But I do have a gift to make an understanding come, you know what I'm saying, from the cards. Okay, but anyway, I just had to put that in there. Stop the hate. So just stop the hate. Anyway, like I was saying, whatever this choice is, that is a move. It comes with abundance and a mentorship. Miscalculation. That's what's fear. That's your fearfulness. Taking responsibility for your mistakes is a good sign to start all over again. Learn from the lessons and use them for better judgment. Now, like I said, it's going to have benefits to it, but eventually it's like uninterested. Where does the uninterest come from? Is it something that um, is developed over time because maybe the internship or the mentorship is not doing what it did in the beginning? You know what I mean? But overall, once you back means that there's an uninterest, like you walk away and then or get fired and they want you back. You know what I mean? Maybe you had a job and lost that job, and the company actually sees how valuable you were once they let you go. You know what I'm saying? The boss is like, we're uninterested, keep, but then eventually they come back and want you back. You know what I'm saying? The job was beneficial. The job is beneficial to you if you make the right choice to go forward. But then pay attention to what you're doing too, because you don't want to make miscalculations. You don't want to have missteps in a situation when it comes to, like I said, traveler relocation, or make sure that you're not miscalculating. I would say make sure you meditate, pray, you know what I mean? Take time out to really look for signs, synchronicities that align to you. And if you do, that's where the blessings come from, right? Because you got to pay attention, like, to what you're doing. It's coming out now that you got to have a plan. You know, once this offer is made, you're going to have choices to make. But the choice, as long as you don't miscalculate and you pay attention to your money, and maybe even that's like getting a money mentor, some financial advisor, somebody that's able to help you with the money from the offer that you make, because you get a lot of rewards with it and blessings. This could be the career move that takes you into security, financial security, um, housing security. You're financially secure and abundant. Continue to grow to maintain stability in your career and finances. Multiple streams of income are recommended. So that's where, you know what I'm saying? That's where you have to be secure and make sure your miscalculations. You want to make sure that you're getting somebody to mentor you with your money. Look for somebody that's, you can even go to the colleges that have CPA, people going for CPAs. And you can even talk to the professor and see if he can get somebody out of the class to even use your stuff as an example. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways you can work anything if you put it together. Yep, you got to be able to learn it. You got to be a learner. Overall, it's about learning from this experience. It's never too late to learn something new, whether getting back to the uh, academy or just studying on your own. A new skill or knowledge brings efficiency. So, any questions? Anybody out there in the live want to have any questions? I'm just doing a general read. And from this perspective right here, you're dealing with an offer that comes to you. You know what I'm saying? There's an offer about to come. And with this offer, it's a lot that comes with it. That's blessings. But you got to make sure, I'm telling you, the only thing is, don't miscalculate yourself. Plan ahead. Because if something happens and you become uninterested, you know what I'm saying? You walk away from it or they let you go, you got to have your stuff in order so you can have security. That's what I see from this. This is what I would tell you. Sure. What's your question? So, but like I said, before I do this question, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. But basically, you got an offer that's coming to you, and in dealing with, if it's love, you know what I mean. You gotta make sure your person has all these things, and if it's not, and it is actual employment, that leads to connections. So be aware of that. All right, is it a love question? Tell me what kind of question it is and what you want to know. And I'll see what I got for you. Yeah, go ahead. I love my dog 1. Yeah, go ahead. What you want to know? Well, the questions that you ask are based on, like, I think it's like something that's really been on your mind. Like if it's in the respect of love, that one question that keep just, you want to know, and it's just like hounding you. Or if it's in your money or family, friends, whatever's just been bugging you that you really just need some insight on. You know, I'm not one that claims to know everything, but I can read on the energy for you and verify that. So you can ask the question based on love, your finances. You know, it's up to you. Yeah, just his first name. And you want to know if your ex wants you back. Okay. All right, Spirit. We about to ask, what's your name? That's Dylan, right? Okay. Kylie. All right. In regards to Kylie and Dylan, Spirit, what do you want Kylie to know in regards to Dylan? She wants to know if her ex wants her back. All right. Kylie and Dylan. What does Dylan want to tell? What's the dark confessions of Dylan for Kylie? Oh, shit. And the thing about me is I'm going to read all of it because he got a lot to say. Does he talk a lot? And he tries to, like, act like he don't want to. He act like he don't want to talk to you or deal with you. Okay. Here, his overall to you is, we are living 2 separate lives. Okay, Kylie? Dylan feels like y'all live 2 separate lives. Maybe y'all have 2 different versions of interests. Let's see all. This is all Dylan. I'm going to take it because it fell out. And I believe that that's what he wanted to say. He said, My mask keeps me safe. I need to fake my feelings. I'm seeing someone, but I'm not ready for you to know about them yet. So how long have y'all been broken up? Because this is saying he may be seeing somebody currently, and he ain't told you about it. I think of you at night when the world is asleep and my mind is awake. So he does reminisce. I mean, a lot of people reminisce about their exes. I wouldn't, you know, think anything too far yet. Let's let the cards tell us what they need us to know. I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. Y'all been broken up 2 months. So yeah, I can see that's why he's reminiscing. It says, I feel abandoned by you and it is triggering my childhood traumas. How old is he? Are y'all teenagers? Y'all young? Between what, 19 to 23, somewhere in there? Is that y'all ages or y'all more adults? Because I'm not for sure. I'm feeling like you might be older, like have your own apartments. Yeah, young. Okay. I'm feeling like that. I was afraid that you would reject me if I shared my feelings to you. So for some reason, he don't feel comfortable talking to you. I knew I was losing you, but I didn't do anything to fight for you. So he knew you was pulling away. You were starting to live your own, because it says he feels like you live two separate lives. So you must start doing your own thing, like maybe going out more, or being with friends, or looking into cultural items, or events. I don't know how to say it, but more living for yourself. He started seeing that a one less text here and one less phone call there. You know what I mean? He said, I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. Maybe that's something he was dealing with while you were together and you didn't know. Is he somebody that's like more depressed than you? Does he deal with more depression? I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. I feel unbalanced and uneasy. I don't know what to do to fix it. So right now, like, I don't know. What stage are y'all in? Are y'all in the, like, finally letting go? Did you let go faster or faster than him? Did you make more choices to do stuff? Like, if you're in the 18-year-old range, do you move more mature than he does? Like you have a plan for life? Are you looking to go to college? Are you trying to be more active? Like, did he start feeling insecure? Is it more because this stuff is telling me that he was like really insecure. I wear masks, keep me safe. I need to fake my feelings. Like, he felt like, was he insecure? Hmm. So y'all haven't talked in the last 2 months. I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward. But see, that's a contradiction, because I don't know if he's feeling this way, because this is a deep confessions of a soul where these are things he's not telling. So if he's saying I have regrets that keep me from moving forward, like, so I guess is he seeing somebody and he's standoffish with this new person, but he's trying to date, you know what I'm saying, because he want to date somebody. but he feels like he has regrets because he knew he was losing you. He didn't do anything to fight for you. Like, he didn't want to chase you. He didn't want to call you. He didn't want to send you memes. He didn't want to do anything. He just kind of like cold fish. I'm keeping secrets from you, and I hope you don't find out. See what I mean? I think you're finding out. It's saying I'm keeping secrets from you, and I hope you don't find out. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. You see what I'm saying? It's like, and plus, if you guys are in this teenage, probably just graduating high school or about to graduate high school thing, and you like, okay, look, I want to do A, B, C, and D, and I gotta go do da 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 da, and he's not making no effort. You feel me? But you like, okay, if he don't make effort, I still can't stop my life. And now he tried to act like he might have been busy, or he was living more. This is a little funny because, let me see. I'm going to get another deck for you. All right, let's do this one next. I'm gonna do 3 total and see if that helps you. This is my first live, so I'm being generous for everybody who comes in. Doing a few readings. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is the naked truth. No, he did not. No, he didn't. Stop it. Cut it out. And if that is to be so, that's an energy pull. Wow. Well, let's get some naked truth on Dylan. Since we in a reading, let's go ahead and finish, and then you can decide if you want to call him back. All right, this is for Dylan. You see me dropping these cards, right? What's the naked truth for Dylan? Naked truth for Dylan. What does Kylie need to know before she texts him back? All right, that's it. All right, Spirit, let's stop. Overall, I didn't feel like I was on your level. You're a boss. I'm very insecure. Do you see this, Kylie? You see this? I didn't feel like I was on your level. I was insecure. Did we not just say that? Did we just not say that? He said right here, the naked truth for Dylan. My finances are a mess. I've made bad decisions. I'm in the process of turning things around. Hey, you might have been who I was reading for when you came in. Because it said a broke ass got an offer. Started to try to become a boss daddy. And then the female became uninterested and walked away, and they want you back. You guys are twin flames. Wow, that's crazy. It's not crazy. That's spirit. Mirrors of each other. One soul is split in 2 bodies, destined to reunite. That's a twin flame. Mirrors of each other. One soul is split in 2 bodies. So one soul split between two people. Right here. I keep looking at your pics, and not to mention the videos we made. Oh my God, I will never delete them. Okay, Kylie. Like, Lace, like, oh my goodness. If he really texts you right now, like, and you getting the down low before you go, that's crazy. You know what he said? He said, the grass wasn't greener. I regret my actions. I'm a fool. And then this right here, I have abandonment issues. I grew up in a single parent household. I had a rough childhood. Wow. Was he in a single parent household? Because I thought that earlier. All right, let's see what this one says for Dylan. Dylan and Kylie. Well, I don't know if you guys should get back together. We can ask that last. If this is a relationship worth it. Because they always come back when they think the grass is greener. You know what I mean? Oh, just let her go. Whatever. I'll go talk to somebody else. And then he found out the grass wasn't greener. I regret my actions. I'm a fool. All right, Spirit. What you got for Dylan and for Kylie to know? Overall, the first card fell out. Kylie is boundaries. No, draw the line. Enough. Anything else for Kylie? What she need to know about Dylan? So in boundaries, you can look at it like, even if you decide to go and draw the line, right? And you like, I'm going to text him back because I want to hear what he got to say. But draw a line on what you willing to accept. All right. Overall, bluff. Pretending, mask, exaggeration. Now, Kylie, you could be bluffing me. I don't know. Or he could be bluffing you. They always want to come back when they find out it ain't confession. So he might be, if he is texting you, he might be calling to give you his confessions. This some Usher stuff, huh? Unveiling, coming clean, messages. Okay? But you got to have boundaries. Because it may cause you pain. Apprehensive, afraid, or cautious. You need to be cautious. Now you got the soulmates card. Maybe that's what you feel like this relationship is. Deep love, unity, connection. Maybe that's what you feel it is. But really it's just lusting. Forbidden, non-committed, and just sexual energy. So maybe he coming back to get some booty. He want to come back and, you know, be big. Like I said, that if you go back to the, I don't know if you can rewind a live. I don't know. This is my first time doing one. But when you go back and you look at when I started, I was doing a reading about a broke ass who got an offer, and the boss daddy, maybe he became the boss daddy, and you became uninterested in the dealing of him, but he wants you back, you know. I don't know, that's crazy. So that's basically what I can give you about Dylan. Did that help you? Or you already texting back? Did it help you answer some questions or how to deal with this? Because like I said, at the end of it, you want to make sure that you I got a gnat. I can't there. Got it. You got to make sure you have a boundary no matter what you do. Have a boundary set. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to go somewhere and be somebody and do something, you got to make sure you have a boundary when it comes to Dylan. Because if he left you because he thought it was sweeter on the other side, and now he's saying, you know, it ain't what I thought it was, be careful and leery of that. They only want you back because they want to put you back in the position they had you in. Or they know that you was willing to be weak for them. But since you've been separated for 2 months, you should have gained some strength within yourself to know don't love nobody more than you love yourself. It never works out good. Never. So just when you if you more likely you're going to text them back. Like that's what I believe and I feel. But I'm telling you, when you go in and text them back, make sure you set up a boundary. Like maybe you put some sticky notes in them. Like if you go sit on the edge of your bed and you stick some sticky notes on the wall that you can turn and look at, that be like, have boundaries. Don't love him more than you. What is he showing you versus what he's telling you? Like things to have your back. Like plan it. Put some stickies on the wall with some little affirmations that you can turn and look at and you don't become weak. So you can make an educated decision when dealing with Dylan. You know, because you're still young. You got a life ahead of you. And if you have plans, you can't miss out on those plans. You know what I mean? All right, have a good night. Anybody else in the chat wanna read? I'm giving out reads. I'll give you 3 decks to answer one question. I'm open. Um, this is my first live, so I'm trying to, you know, fill it out, see how it operates. Rejecting you was protecting myself. I was being selfish. I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. I alone and in the dark. Where is my light? I feel alone and in the dark. Where is my light? Anybody else got a question? I am able to do a reading for you. 3 cards. One question. Love, money, or blessings coming your way. Resistance, return. Resistance for return. Return. Resistance. Anybody want some questions answered? One question, 3 decks. Let's see. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, disordered, distorted. Return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. Anybody got a question? I'm doing one question, 3 decks. Second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. Depth, awareness, importance, and value. Beginnings, try again, new direction, start over. Pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. Family, fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. If you got a question, I'm doing reading. You can get a question and 3 decks. Because this is my first time on live. And I plan to be on here for at least an hour and a half. So if you have a question about anything, go ahead and ask me the question. Return, rejection, abandon, dismiss, irrational fear. Yeah, that's, yeah. One question, 3 decks. Free. What's your question? You got a question? You got a question? Go ahead and put it in. Thank you. I'm just sitting here on the dock of the... No, I'm not on the dock. I'm at home. This is my first time on live, so I know it's not going to be a lot of people that come in. You know, a lot of people come, look, and then they leave. So I get it. It's not a problem. But I would, you know, I'm open to do these readings, and I'm not going to get off because I set in a time limit what I was going to do for myself when I got on. And I was going to do at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. So if you coming in, just know you can, you know, I do oracle readings, and if you want one question and 3 decks, just ask me the question and I'll read it for you. I'm not charging anything because it's my first time on live. So it's kind of like, here I am, test me out special. A lot of people, you know, you guys come in and leave, but if you come in and ask a question, I'll answer it. I just want to test it out to see if anybody, you know, is interested. A lot of people don't want to pay, or they can't pay, and I'm doing them exclusively free this evening for my first time being on live. It's a special. And if you like me, you'll come back as a viewer. So if you're here and you have a question, one question, 3 decks. I give more decks because I like to confirm. I like to confirm my cards so that way you can confirm your situation. I feel like I'm on Jeopardy, but I'm the only one in the studio. Past life. Now they've been on Jeopardy. Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. Escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Depth, awareness, important, value. Maybe because they don't have no value, you had to escape and get away. Hi guys, welcome to my live. I'm doing 1 question, 3 decks for free because this is my first time on live, and I want to you know, let people see me live because I know my videos are pretty long. So I'm letting you ask me a question. So go ahead and give me your question, and you get 3 decks to answer it. I like the decks to confirm each other. Oh, excuse me. About choked on my gum. Hey, if you're here, go ahead and ask a question. Anything that's been on your mind. Anything that's been on your mind, you can go ahead and ask. This is my first time on live. And so I'm doing a special. Excuse me. I'm doing a special. You can ask me one question, and I'll do 3 decks. So, if you're new here, you can just go ahead and you want a question answered. Hi, Miss Shawnee Monique. 420. Welcome in. Do you have any questions? Anything? Love, money, or anything that you want to know? I'm doing a special since this is my first time on live. I'm doing 1 question, 3 decks. And anybody that wants to ask a question can ask a question. And I'll open the decks and read for you. Anything you want to ask, I'll see if I can help you. Family, fertility, parenthood, pregnancy, a second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. Maybe you get a second chance with your family. Maybe you get pregnant again and you get to have this new baby. Maybe you get remarried and have a new family. So if you have a question, ask it and I'll read. I'm doing 1 question, 3 decks. Confusion. Lusting, karma, distance, nourish, obscurity, conflicted. Confusion. Yep, that's where you get in the confusion about the new second family. Influences. People in your head. Attachments, third parties, peers. People getting in your head influence you about your second relationship. Hopeless. Sinking, despair, falling apart. Because of the influences that you listening to. Past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Thinking, missing you, craving, desire. Thinking about the past relationship. Being distracted, sidetracked, change, delays. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. Hmm. Hello. I'm doing my first live and I'm doing free reads. If you have a question, just ask me the question. I'm doing one question, 3 decks. Anything you want to know. I'm doing whatever you want me to answer. I'm doing it for free this evening. This is my first live, so I thought I'd come in and do free questions. Because if not, I'm just, for the last part of my reading, I'm just going to do general. But I got to see if anybody have questions. Got to change out the incense. Got to keep the airflow. Anybody have questions? Anybody in the live? Hello? Because I'm just going to do a general after a while. I'm trying to answer questions right now. So if anybody has a question, I'll do one question, 3 decks. That incense smells so good. I love that scent. 7 chakras. I love cleanse chakras out. I'm going to do a reading and post it to my channel. But I think I'm the most requested one I had was for Ashanti. So I think I'll go ahead and do Ashanti's and get that out of here. I said I would be live for an hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how many people come into the live. And then when I get off this live, I'm going to go ahead and do the Ashanti video and post it. I bought my camera. Sorry, y'all. Regardless of how people come in, I still said I was going to be here for an hour and 30 minutes. And I gave myself till for 2 hours based on if anybody came in. Um, let me see. Turn on the lights and light a candle. I really wish I could turn this around. I hate my screen being backwards. So forgive me. It wasn't on purpose. Doom. You know, you got to be careful sometimes because, like I said, this is my first time on live. Hello. If you're coming in, I'm doing free readings. 1 question, 3 decks. So if you have a question that's been bothering you, go ahead and ask it. If you have a question, just ask it. I'm doing free reads. One question, 3 decks. So if you have a question, ask it and I'll read it for you. Anything you want to know. Because I usually just do videos. I don't do lives. So I'm doing lives tonight. I started tonight and I want to do for this is a special. 1 question, 3 decks. So if you have a question, you can ask me. A divine masculine, young masculine energy. Trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. So a guy is basically trapped in a situation. Emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected because of a conflict, maybe in a relationship. He feels trapped in a relationship and don't know how to confess it. Just thinking, trying to figure it out. Thinking of how to confess that they feel trapped in a relationship, a divine masculine or someone with masculine energy is feeling trapped by a relationship. And it's causing emotional storm within themselves and causing conflict. But you gotta, even though you're thinking about how to tell the person, you still gotta tell the person because nobody should have emotional storms in nobody's relationship. You know what I mean? Like, you should be free to express yourself. That's the whole point of relate. That's the key word, relate. Relationship is to relate. And if you don't relate, see what I'm saying? Look, peace. To gain your peace, you got to have balance and harmony. I'm going to do about 20 more minutes. That family keep coming up. So feeling trapped in a relationship where you got a family, maybe you got kids. I'm doing a special for all those coming in. 1 question, 3 decks for free. It's my first live. So if you have a question that you want answered, go ahead and put it in the comments and I'll answer it for you. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Is that the confession? Relationship making you feel trapped. Trying to have an open heart in your relationship. Repetitive, empathy, vulnerable. But finality is like at the end, closing. Coming out of that relationship, you're trying to have an open heart. If they spying on you or you spying on them. Social network, information, ways. So, leaving a relationship basically in family. That's it again, family right here. If you have a question, it's 1 question, 3 decks. I'm doing special. You can ask me 1 question, 3 decks. My first time on live, so I'm doing something as an opening. Usually I just do videos. Intimacy. Bonding, sensual, confident. Rejection. Abandon, dismiss, irrational fear. Apology. But you're distracted. About what, another 16 minutes? So we got 15 more minutes. Family. Bitterness. I'm proud of myself that I made it this far. Most people will give up. I'm not giving up. This is my first live, so, you know, a lot of people got to step in and see. But as I keep going, we'll get more people. We'll get more questions. It just comes. It's a process, you know. I don't have bitterness. So I don't have to have an apology or a curse because of exhaustion, the curse of exhaustion, and a divine feminine. You can ask one question, 3 decks for free. It's my first live, so if you have a question, go ahead and ask it. Family. It keeps coming out about family. Escaping. Feeling like you got to escape. Like being trapped in a relationship is no way to live. For nobody. Thinking about, like, even that look like bars on the window. In sorrow because of it. So in order to leave, it's stressing you out. You gotta you gotta think about you. Like if they don't make it feel like they want you, you gotta, stand up against that. One question, 3 decks. Only you, intimacy, longing. Somebody want to be with you. Influences, people talking to you about your relationship, giving you advice. Hoping. But the influences. Exhaustion. Beginnings. Boundaries. Finality. So, going from the phases of hoping, having expectations in your relationship, and then influences getting your head, little bird heads getting your head, and now you don't know what to do, and you're in exhaustion, and you're like, maybe we can have new beginnings, maybe we can try again. But this time when you try again, you got to put up boundaries. But if it doesn't work, it's enough. Like, stop. There's no more I can do with this relationship. And there's a finality to it. It's over. You got to move on. You got to keep moving on. And have resistance of staying with somebody that you don't need to be with. I got 10 minutes, and if anybody wants 3 decks with 1 question. One question, 3 decks. I got 9 more minutes on this live. This is my first live. So I wanted to do a special read where you get 1 question and 3 decks. If you have a love question, a life question, personal question. Resistance. Overall, dealing with resistance. Confessions. Family. Karma. Maybe you're resisting confessing to your family about something because you're scared of the karma that may come off of it, or how they may react, you know. And you got influences that's making you confused on what you should do, because you need to confess to your family or it's going to cause you to live in bitterness. And if you want to take a commitment, you got to take a commitment, a promise, fidelity, marriage. So maybe you cheated. Maybe this is an usher situation where these are your confession, because family is saying fertility, parenthood. So it's saying something, and it's like karma, consequences, cause, effect, and debts. So the consequences, you got to confess that you got somebody pregnant and you married, but you resisting it because you don't want to tell what's going on. And you got so many different influences flying around, and you see, that's a woman. And it's like her head split open, and that's all the birds, influences. And this lie got you dealing with bitterness, because you bitter the fact that you done got somebody pregnant. I mean, cheating is a hell of a drug. What more can I say? People cheat because it's a adrenaline rush. Most people ain't cheating to find a partner, because they would break up the partner they have to get with a new partner. They're gonna be like, let me cheat so I can go find somebody new. Nah, because usually when you cheating, it's the adrenaline of it all. Then when that adrenaline wear down and you get with this person, that ain't even the person you want either. But you got to come to the realization of all of this is karma. Like, it's your debt. And you can't cling on to somebody scared to lose them because you messed up. You hoping that they'll forgive you. I mean, they may or they may not. But if not, it's going to be sorrow. Because it was a choice. Now you distracted. And you dealing with heart fog because you messed up. And you hoping you can get a second chance. But it's kind of hopeless. You started to be hopeless. And now you just clinging on to the person because you already cheated. You got to confess. Cheating ain't good for nobody. And the fact that you can cheat and get somebody pregnant, that means it's an ultimate disrespect because you didn't even use protection. You didn't even take a plan B. Like, you didn't do anything to prevent some BS. Even when you drunk on a late drunk night, when you wake up the next day, you can still handle your business. Hey, let's go get this plan B. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I would just tell you to tell your partner and deal with it. Man up. Be as focused as you was cheating as you are with your confession. Just tell the truth. I wouldn't just keep putting it off because, like I said, it's messing with your relationship anyway. You got to go in depth. Awareness, importance, and value. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you tell what you did. Own up to your decision. Perspective. Better off. Clear headspace. Happiness. You get a clear headspace. It'll clear out your mind. You won't be Dealing in that obsession, that addiction. Maybe you have a sexual addiction. And being honest with your partner that you got now. I don't know. Even if that partner ain't willing to stay or is shallow, you still gotta free yourself. Because regardless of what you're gonna do, if she gonna keep the baby, you gonna have a baby. If she get rid of the baby, you still didn't got somebody pregnant until they not pregnant. So either way, you made this decision. And all I can tell you is for the future, make boundaries and don't deal in confusion, because it's not something that's going to end well for you. You already been through it. You don't need to keep going through it. That's self-sabotage. You know what I mean? I'm doing free reading, one question, three decks. So if you have a question